open. $5,000 is this tournament prize pool, and of course group stages start sooner than you'd expect. Spawning down here on the bottom left side of Dusk Towers, we've got the blue Zerg. It's Baby, aka Raynor.
In the top right, as the pink Terran, he is CoffeeMs.
So again, not a lot's really known about this guy. He's a pretty decent Terran. We've seen him compete in the Alima Leagues, the Corsair Cups. He does play on the Korean server. We thought he was Korean. It is actually a Chinese player, however.
Yeah. So
let's not forget too, like, he beat Penguin, he beat Pig, he beat Snoot. So needless to say, his TvZ must be pretty good.
That is a good point. Like, he is not only like good at TvZ, but he's all well warmed up for it too. Like, this is not just a brand new, different matchup for him to reconsider. With No Regret, Realmer, and Disruptor on the other side. Wait, didn't someone drop down? Oh no. Those are the last people remaining along with these two. Right, 5 people left. Nailed it. There's also a fairly high chance I'll be playing another TvZ against well, maybe not No Regret. We'll see. But it is just this plus the next match, and then Coffee is qualified, and he would be another just kind of unknown. But
well, that's what I was saying. Like, I really would have liked like Penguin or even Raynor, I guess, to a lesser extent, but CoffeeMs especially, like the unknown players, the amateurs, the guys who don't get the spotlight on them. We expected the qualifiers for the wildcard to be cleaned up by players like Beyond and others who didn't make it through the other qualifiers. So it's kind of cool to actually have this one sort of amateur bracket, if that ends up being the case. And I'm 100% okay with that, if that in fact ends up being the case.
Well, let's see what Raynor's plan is, because it's usually pretty obvious what Terran's going to do on this map. Like, some way of getting to a Liberator is usual, whether that's with only 2 CCs or with 3 CCs is up to the Terran player. A lot of Zerg players are going for Mutilating Bling, but we do still see some Roach Ravager all-ins in play on this map too. And the second gas, I guess he's going to hold off on that 3rd command center and go up to that starport with Hellions. Because this is a map that is going more and more towards Mutilating Bling again, there's also more and more of a chance that your Hellbats, if you do a Hellbat all-in, just won't be automatically countered by Roaches they're going to get anyways. You might actually win the game if they're going for Lings.
Well, the Reaper is going to hopefully get some scouting information. Didn't get too far in there, sadly, so sees the natural base, and that's about it. It's hard to tell, too, because this is one of the advantages to somebody like Raynor taking a base out here. It could be 3 hatcheries fast. You don't know. It's not so common nowadays, but it's still something we'll see from time to time. And if that Reaper never actually confirms the natural base is empty, who skirts past the Lings, hopefully gets to the natural, should get to the natural. Coffee, baby, what are you doing?
Well, I guess he just figured Speedly was about to finish up, which he's not wrong. It was, and it would have died anyways. So, gonna keep it to scout for the front, I suppose. Like, maybe catch the Roaches on the way out. It is going to be a Hellbat attack combined with Marines and Medevac. Not really a lot of Marines, but some.
This actually kind of makes sense, though, because CoffeeMs was regarding just how bad the central server latency is for him. And Hellbat, Marine, Medevac, I hate to say it, but it is kind of a movie. Like, you just kind of go in and, okay, I've either got enough or I don't. Like, good luck, have fun.
Usually. What's kind of funny, though, is that as Legacy of the Void keeps on changing from Roach Ravager all the time to some Mutilating Bling, from no Hellions all the time to some Hellions, Hellions are now a kind of like a red flag for Zerg players. Like, okay, why did you get those Hellions? Should I be looking for your suicide on attempt on my drone? Should I be looking for a Hellion drop? Or should I be looking for Hellbats? They're very rarely used just as something to stop creep from spreading like they were in Heart of the Swarm.
He also goes in really early with the Hellbats. The Medevac's not quite here. Normally it's at least 4 or so Marines behind this. By focusing on the Queens, Transfuse goes down, the Hellbats start dying. This attack's already falling flat on its face.
Yeah, and not with that many, Lings, really. They just both of them went in kind of early, but the Lings were able to get surrounds on the Hellbats, and that's a very bad attack, losing the Medevac.
Yes. I think if he had waited and timed that out better, he could have gotten more damage for it. He tried to take advantage of the Queens because he saw no Lings, and as we see the end result here, that just simply wasn't worth it.
Yeah, this is a very bad start because I was also on 2 base, not 3, which is possible to do. In fact, throwing down 2 more barracks, going to be looking towards the production first, economy later, might work out. It is up to him, of course, to actually do damage again, though, and looks like he's going to be sticking on Hellion production. So I guess that's going to be his like splash, like very limited splash, obviously, but you got to do something. It's Widow Mines, tanks, or Hellbats, but Hellbats have just really fallen down.
Raynor handling this Liberator kind of poorly, actually losing 2 queens and a couple of drones for it. It's nice for Coffee to come back, but the banlings.
Oh no!
If you raise the depot, it's not enough to break the wall.
He really, man, but those Hellions, like, you're not supposed to lose those.
No, definitely
Especially
not,
against
no.
Lings. That was supposed to be free cleanup of Lings and Banelings and a nice boon for Coffee, not the other way around.
Well, he's going for a second round. Scans to see if there's more Banelings, however, doesn't see them coming in now. There will be about 6 Hellions by the time this hits, so even if this does bust the wall, holding the Lings afterwards might not be like an impossibility at all. The Spire behind this is actually quite scary, considering there's not a lot of anti-air right now, but given enough time, the Marine never will bulk up, and he'll see the Banelings. He's going to kill 1. Of course, again, the reminder, you need about 5, but that depot was never repaired up, actually, so he breaks the wall. And on the wrong side, too, he wanted to side with the Hellions.
Yeah, it's a bit of a waste from Raynor, to be honest. With Hellions constantly being produced, the Lings are never going to do a whole lot unless they got another surround.
He going to desperately drop some Mule to repair as well, so for Coffee, really...
Yeah. Well, he's setting up for an attack that feels very all-in, you know? Still no 3rd base, no engineering base. It is going to have 2 more barracks for production. It's going to have stim, and I guess at some point combat shields would finish up too. So he really wanted a lot of Hellions to do this attack that is a little odd. He might throw down a 3rd CC if it goes well, too. But Raynor's seen all of this. You know, he's seen the consistent production of Hellions. He's confirmed that it's not mech, because that would, I think, be a lot of people's first guess at seeing so many Hellions. And he knows that he's got to be prepared for something. It's just not a very big something. It's more like surprise base, I feel.
Well, speaking of surprises, this depot is down. Oh no! There's a
she's like, I just want to repair. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what's going on over here either. He's just kind of flopping all over the place. You know, we talked strong game for Coffee, but maybe he's a little bit decaf right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nice fun.
Focus on the Banelings isn't too bad, but
yeah, going for the Marines makes a lot of sense. So that's good. GG.
GG. Game 1 gonna go to Baby, aka Raynor.